Alrighty, and this one is going to be the recording.
Now I just want to say something viciously evil that will make you want to reset it.
It's going to stay on the recording, bud. Yeah. I'm probably willing to bet that Crunchy Popcorn definitely left some marks on Bronco.
Holy shit, we have 7 doses of Rad-X.
Wait, we have 7? I thought we had like 13.
I don't want to say robbed, but we essentially robbed or took a pharmacy over, or stuff from a pharmacy.
So, 1 dose of antivenom, 8 of Buck, 2 of Focus, 1 of Fixer, 1 of Stampede, 4 Hydra, 6 Mintels, 4 Party Time Mentals, 6 Rad Away, 7 Rad-X, 9 Scholar, 2 Healing Potion, 2 Super Healing Potion, 2 Super Medics, and 1 Vomit Reducer. Or Vomit Inducer.
Yeah, we needed that one for Hell Jumper.
Wherever they went.
Yeah, that was Commissar Big Mac. He said he needed to tag out.
He almost drank himself to death. We're not joking, by the way.
Yeah,
he literally almost died from alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yeah,
I just realized.
interesting.
I just realized we are absolutely and hopelessly screwed if Pip doesn't make it to the session. Most likely.
Oh.
Saxa has the night vision and the Pip buck. That's our only source of light.
No, didn't somebody have a light spell?
That was Shell. Because we're all dirt horses around here.
I ain't no dirt horse.
Can you cast magic?
You don't know.
You're not insane enough.
Well, speaking of insane enough, MT.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if anybody is insane enough.
That's the joke.
Hint, hint.
I know. The fun part is if I go below 3 sanity, Dirt Horse is about to start casting magic.
Fireball.
Yeah, because all I have to do is pass 3.25. I just have to go below that, and then I become spiritually awakened, and then everything gets crazy.
No, you don't need to do that. Tennessee is already spiritually awakened. And I need to remind Fee that Panacea has pinky sense.
Which version?
The one from the core book.
Oh, okay. There's 2 other versions.
1 second.
But yeah, we're gonna have to try to find a workbench before I can even try to do anything.
This doesn't make sense.
Also, Also, James, nice sunglasses.
Thank you.
I don't know why I just expected thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, those are nice. Took me a minute to realize where they were. I was like, I see no sunglasses. What are these sunglasses you speak of?
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Was Madagi out of the room during the Slanesh and all that?
The thing is, like, I was like half paying attention at the time, so I decided that he was essentially. Are you on the Roll20 page?
Yeah.
He was like right over here. I decided he was just like looking over here at something, curious, and he just walked over like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" Essentially, what I miss.
Then this will be fun because Arcane was taking a power nap.
So Madari ain't entirely sure.
And Bronco's just walking into all of this. Hey James, does Bronco have any backup armor?
If I believe correctly, he did put back on his SWAT armor again.
Oh, okay. Because I might end up, what I might do is I'm probably going to give Magus the combat armor because it'll have 15 DT and it's better than what she has now. So that should help her out, help Misty out. Because I mean, she is the medic. We don't want her dying on us.
Fair.
Arcane's Arcane's probably going to give Bronco a piece of his mind since he went out without any armor.
That would be fair, except I'm logged into Roll20 here, and all I see is a black screen.
Top right. We're inside of Fiaura's doing dynamic lighting for this one. All right, we have the experiments, and guess what? Steel Rangers are not allowed in under any circumstance.
Oh, you mean bottom right, not top right.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, essentially, it's more so the middle, I think.
Just go to the right side of the screen, then just start scrolling up.
You mean down?
Well, depending on if you start at the bottom or the top.
Whatever.
What?
We're in there.
But yeah, what you call it? The person who was here before or on this computer was apparently into kinky shit.
Well, that's you don't understand. That's terminals. A terminal back in the days of a like the keep in mind the technology in Fallout is 50s.
It's true. It's like 50s future, isn't it?
Right. So in the 50s, again, there's no transistor. The computers are vacuum tube. A vacuum tube computer takes up depending on how powerful it is, takes up an entire freaking building. So instead of a desktop PC at every workstation, you have a remote terminal that allows you access to the mainframe.
Huh.
So we don't necessarily know. So the saved information isn't saved on the terminal. It is saved on the mainframe, which you are accessing through the terminal. So we have no guarantee that this person is the one that was into the kinky yet. It was just whoever had it saved on the mainframe.
And I'm guessing you probably also need a specific terminal to gain access to the mainframe to also be able to access those files.
Yes. That's when you start getting into access levels and that kind of stuff.
Oh, also, by the way, James, if you want to, you can look at the link that Fiaura posted. Should be right above a crit fail, and that's what Saxa found on the computer. Oh, crud! It must have been that bad.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Where's this link again? Sorry.
It's in the Roll20. If you scroll up just a little bit, it's right above a crit fail. It's the first crit fail you come across.
Oh, posted by the GM.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what Saxa saw.
As long as I'm not shown any of that eye-watering Xena if you tannery slash tier or garbage, it's alright.
Well, Panacea now has it. So.
Wait, did Panacea see it, or was it just like a over-the-shoulder kind of thing?
It would have been just an over-the-shoulder kind of thing.
Like, she didn't have to make the willpower check.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Oh, no, Little Pip was like, hey, can I make a willpower check to resist it? Fiora's like, sure, crit fails.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're into that kinky shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mostly couldn't remember if it was the end of this hour or the beginning of this hour, whenever call time starts. I managed to mix it up every time.
I swear it always switches, I think.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind, we're the first group of the day, so we are definitely subject to the did Fiaura wake up when she intended to clause.
True.
Indeed.
She's nice enough to do this for us. Plus also all of us have literally berated the living crap out of her for, like, not taking care of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Also, the one thing I realized was the Nuka World conversation that we had. If we wanted to, we could make that specifically in the timeline. That could take place on the way back to the Ministry of Morale building. So that way, then we wouldn't have to have that conversation again.
Yeah. Either way, it's a fun little thing.
Yeah.
And it's Sparkle World.
So then we'd have the whole Misty breaks down, and Bronco also offers his services like, hey, come talk to me if you're having issues or anything. But somehow I missed the quest perks for the ministries. They're actually pretty crazy. Because James, one of them, the one for Ministry of Wartime Technology, if you get that quest perk, you gain knowledge of all nearby stables or you get power armor training.
Neat.
And then the morale is basically like team leader kinda. All allies excluding yourself get plus 10 to attacks. I don't know. Morale would probably be good if you just needed like a backup from like that's just morale is just kind of like if you're the support character. Peace just that one just seems a little bit crazy because it allows you to call a round of ceasefire during combat. It literally makes you call a timeout on everyone. Oh yeah, also by the way, James, we got the stable open, as well as the pit buck is now working.
Wait, you want to run that by me again?
We got the stable door open. Apparently, the security measures were a whole lot less than what we thought they were.
And the computer things, Arcane is Pinkie Pie.
Because apparently you remember the holotape that we found on my first session in? You know, the one that we popped out of?
Yes.
That was actually one of the Ministry of Morale agents. And if you put it into the pit buck, it would have given you the identification number. Well, we didn't do that. Arcane just straight up panics because I'm like, hey, before we go to, because Saxa found a hospital, then came back, and I was like, Arcane was like, he looks over at Midagi and goes, hey, you promised me if I took a nap, I got to put in the holotape, and he's just like, sure, slams it in. It requires I think it required a key, wasn't it? Did it require the key or the voice identification number first?
I don't know. I didn't see last week's episode.
I know.
Words, I don't know, something.
It required the key that we found off of the Ranger, and then also to plug in the pit buck. And then it's like, oh, voice activation. And I'm like, it's just like, give an identification. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, can I make a check? Can I just blurt out something random? Fiora's like, sure. And I'm like, okay, I have 9 luck. I got this.
Then you crit succeeded.
I crit succeeded, and he does a perfect octave for octave impression of Pinkie Pie.
Indeed.
And then we ended up getting it open, and the computer said that Ranger personnel are not to be allowed in under any circumstance, even if it is poker night. Then there is an experiment going on, and it says do not disturb it under any circumstance. And then Slender was like, "Oh, hey, I was here before."
Wait, poker night?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did
so
you say no Steel Rangers in?
No, there was I think it was because they kept on trying to get their hands on the tech, and they said, "Yo, stop that." But then also the skeleton was shot to death by wait, what was it? Raw Deal. Raw Deal got shot to death by a couple of Rangers. Her skeleton is now littered against the wall.
Okay, so what did I miss after I had to leave last week?
Not much.
Something
Saxa tried to do something for hacking a matrix. Saxa tried to do an intelligence roll, which I don't remember what that was for. And then Saxa rolled a crit succeed on luck. Arcane succeeded on trying to operate a pip buck.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here then, because my hacking the matrix is 93.
My repair and mechanics is currently a 34. That is with a minus. That's with penalties.
Because you're insane, boy.
Yes. I am the most insane.
You are insane in the membrane.
Yes. Oh no, one of the best things though that came from last session was let the insane tech pony handle it. Because Saxa has hacking a matrix of 8. She has to crit.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah. My hacking in matrix, however, is a hang on.
Also a nat 1 compared to 1. For luck.
That was a Varna's check.
Yeah.
No idea what it was for though.
Da-da.
I know it was made out of penalty.
Yeah.
You also nat 1 your will.
I think it was to not open the file, but oh right,
Yeah,
the other thing.
willpower was not to open the
Do not open folder.
Okay, my luck roll was to guess the password to get us into the terminal, and then the willpower was to not open the do not open file, which Saxa just immediately did.
Oh yeah, and then also wasn't it revealed that Panacea cannot read, or was it she can't read Ponish?
I just kind of used that as an excuse to leave it to others.
So in other words, she can read ponies, she's playing dumb.
There is no mechanical reason for her to not be able to read Ponish.
Oh, so it's more of a flavor thing?
If you want to go that way, it's like,
Okay. I mean, there is the illiterate negative trait.
yeah, don't have that.
Yeah, which then I think it means you can't read. I think it means you can't read. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it literally means that you cannot read ever until you're trained.
Oh, see, Panacea though, she does have the refugee trait. Yeah, so shaman, spiritual awaken, small frame, pieces, background trait, refugee. So I'm like, okay, she didn't really have a good education on, it's like, yeah, it's fine to have her doing zebra. That's for the Zabrekian. But
Yeah.
her education on Ponish is probably a little more spotty.
Yeah, Arcane. I mean, I'm pretty sure the party will ask her for help on anything relating to Zipperkin. And hey, it's Little Pip.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
no.
the lighting crisis is averted.
Yay.
Hello.
Huzzah.
No, I was just
We can
running
see
late. I
stuff.
had to do some things.
Oh, right. James, I forgot to mention the other thing that was revealed at the end of the session.
Go ahead.
Next room, cubed Steel Rangers. I'm not sure how.
Wait,
Laser grid.
Rangers that have been cubed.
Oh, it was a
From-
laser grid that killed him.
Yeah, like that scene from Resident Evil.
Haven't seen it, but I got an idea what you mean.
Right, so Steel Rangers sliced and diced. Got it. I'm assuming that also means the power armor as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm debating on having Arcane do a willpower check, and if he doesn't pass, he's literally just going to be like, he's just going to have this moment of, oh my gosh, as he just looks at it and he goes, this is just a terrible waste of armor. But yeah, until we find a table. Hang on, is the SWAT armor light or medium?
Light.
Do you want an extra flak vest? Or did you have one on you to begin with? Because I think Magus is trading me the combat armor for the flak vest, and I'm going to use I fixed it on it as soon as we find a repair table.
Didn't you give me your flak vest?
I don't know, and I'm getting confused now.
I think you gave it to me before the session. I wasn't here, like 2 weeks ago. But if you didn't, I can always take it off me. I can always take it off my inventory.
I don't know. We found so many flak vests, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 weeks ago you gave me your flak vest, which
Okay.
is why it's in my inventory, because I didn't have one.
Okay, well I have Tough Hide now, because I leveled up the last session you were here. And I took Tough Hide as my 4th level perk, because it seemed to make sense from a story standpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, you take an
I also
explosion,
have-
you're going to be a little bit tougher.
Yeah, I also have the power armor harness here, so we need to find armor for that.
Yeah. And also one thing I am realizing though, what if Crunchy Popcorn brings back reinforcements? Because I am willing to place all bets that Crunchy Popcorn is coming back.
I mean, we didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. With a double barrel shotgun, a Gauss carbine, and a 44 Magnum, I think you're safe.
Double barrel shotgun, triple barrel shotgun, 357, 9mm. Also, I found out that the double
launchers to look at.
Yeah, I just realized how stupidly powerful the triple barrel shotgun is. Yes, your target may get 3 times DT, but can their 3 times DT stand up to 150 damage?
Depends. You can also load slugs and negate that whole 3 times DT thing.
Are you guys okay with me taking the Magnum shotgun rounds?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make a difference to me.
How many is there?
12.
I'll take 2 just in case.
Okay, I'll
But I
knock
do
it
have
off my inventory.
I'll have 2 just so I can load both barrels of my double barrel shotgun with them. Are they 20 gauge? Or 12 gauge?
12 gauge. Plus 5 damage, minus 2 target DT. Target DT is times 3 as the shotgun rule. And you get a crit fail chance plus 1.
Plus 5 damage. How much minus DT?
Minus 2.
Okay.
And then you have the ×3 target DT as normal, and then also you have a +1% critical hit fail chance, or whatever the frick it's called.
Ah.
Also, there is a slight chance now that while Arcane has not killed anyone, he might have an idea on one that he might want to make his first kill.
Fuck you, it's mine.
No!
Mine.
What Saxons again?
Sax what?
He said that's mine. Was it again?
Oh,
kill.
The Star Paladin, fuck you, it's hers.
The what? Sorry.
Saxa wants the
Who's-
kill on Paladin.
Oh,
on
the
the
kill.
Star
Paladin.
Paladin.
Saxa
Okay.
wants to kill the Paladin. Arcane does not mind putting 2 shotgun rounds into his face.
Is he wearing power armor?
No, this is the one from when you got blown up.
Oh,
Also,
right.
stop
the one who
obsessing over
detonated
powered
power-
armor. You're
Oh,
not
the one
going to
who-
get powered armor at level 8 and 6, dude.
Alright, the one who detonated his power armor.
Yes.
Also, stop obsessing over powered armor. You're not going to get it at this low level. I would focus on doing reinforcing kits on what you've got.
I couldn't
And then
find I couldn't find the crafting recipe for reinforcing kits.
It'll be in there somewhere. I'll find that.
Okay.
If there comes an opportunity to steal it, then yeah. But at the same time, I'm not going out my way to, not kill a ranger for it.
Just make sure to go for the head.
I always do anyway.
Yeah, go for
I'll be
the
back in a minute.
You should have aimed for the head.
Yeah, you go for the head specifically so that way then you'll have a full set of power armor, and then all you have to do is just pry a dead ranger out of it.
Well, no, not just that. You can survive body shots more often than you can survive a headshot.
Also, last time I checked, Saxa has a gosh dang Gauss rifle. It's a freaking railgun.
It's wing mounted as well, just to add insult to injury, so I can fire that and the 50 cal all at the same time. And my only penalty is -20 to aim at.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and I'm assuming the Gauss carbine or the Gauss rifle uses the model from Fallout 4, roughly on what it looks like. I don't remember if there's one in Fallout 3 or New Vegas. I haven't played enough.
There is.
Does it have the little ticking number though that goes up whenever you charge it up?
No, it has a literal hand crank.
Oh,
So
oh yeah,
you-
that's the Gauss rifle. I have that. I have one of those. Dang, if we were going with the Fallout 4 model, like Arcane could totally add some flavor text to Sax's Gauss rifle.
I mean, it's up to you really how you want to imagine it.
Yeah. Because if it has that dial on it, Arcane could literally just scratch in the text underneath it. Problems, but my target ain't one.
She's more inclined to just mark notches on it than anything.
Yeah. It was more of a joke, because whenever it's fully charged, it's 99, and then it says 99 problems, but my target ain't one. I'll be right back.
JK, have fun.
Hey, Pip.
Yes.
Would you think that Sexa would consider it a good deal if Arcane let her have the kill on Crunchy Popcorn, but she has to use two or if not more shotgun rounds from him to do it?
She already possesses a shotgun anyhow.
But does she have Magnum rounds?
No, but she also doesn't really care. Is the blatant truth.
Yeah, true.
I mean, are you really going to tell the big mutant barb with lots and lots of guns? No.
Nah, she probably has plenty of shotgun rounds anyway. Jeez, I just turned on a fan like the next room over and I can feel it on my legs.
Let me put it to you this way: she is just a massive cunt. That is what she is. She's not above, beating you just to get the chance to shoot this fuck. She's not a nice person. I would rather not do that, but she certainly has no qualms about that.
Yeah, it's always what your character does.
She's an asshole.
Yeah, I have to play a chaotic evil monk. Because werewolves. Which is really funny because I have a race thing that is I have no empathy. So the entire party, like everyone at the table looked at the DM and went, "You just created the villain." Okay, I gotta crank down that fan. Somehow I can feel it from here, and this does not make any sense at all. So, does anyone want to take bets on how long it's going to take for Arcane to recover his sanity?
Never.
Probably.
Sanity is overrated.
Go in that things keep interrupting and preventing us from resting.
Yeah.
I was the one
Hello.
that suggested we go to the hospital and rest up there, but you wanted to enter the stable, not me.
Hey, I just wanted to put the tape in. Everything else went crazy from there.
Hello.
Hi.
You're
Hello.
just up.
What?
You're just up.
It's pretty obvious.
I didn't sleep well.
Oh, that's not good.
Sure it is. I can just take it out on all of you.
Yeah, with the laser grids.
We turned that off, didn't we?
I think so.
I think we had to turn the turrets on.
I was given the option of turning on turrets and turning off laser grid, or turning off the turrets and turning on the laser grid. So we've turned on the turrets, but the laser grid is off.
Are they going to recognize us as hostiles?
Probably. We
Well,
did all fill in the
Bron-
form to say that we were supposed to be in here, but beyond
Except for
that, we'll probably
Bronco.
still be.
Didn't one of us fill it out for him, or
Arcane was taking a power nap.
Okay. So, first off, hi everyone.
Good
Hi.
morning.
Morning. Second, so I have a choice to make today. I can run the game for you,
or I can finish the FOE chapter.
Oof.
The FOE chapter is over a month and a half overdue.
Go finish the FOE chap.
I wanted to finish it last night, as you can tell from me just now waking up, and I worked on it until 3 a.m. It's still not done.
The game can wait till next week. Go finish it.
I know that after BronyCon, you guys get unlimited Saturdays in a row, basically, because I have no conventions until Ciderfest, because my 19 out of 21 conventions this year will be done. But if you guys are sure, I will go finish the chapter.
Yep.
I mean,
After.
you do whatever.
Hold
I'm
on.
fine with going. Sorry.
After. Little Pep, I believe you had a character switch you wanted to do.
I was under the impression we were going to do it once we'd finished up in this. Either you were going to kill her off, or she was going to leave after we were done in the vault. She would find something and say, "Fuck this."
Hey, if anything,
Yeah.
I mean, the stable opening, that's going to leave some talons running.
Pep,
Yes.
this is going to take 3 or 4 sessions to get through. Are you sure you want to wait that long?
You said that Arvana's radio started sparking there. As in it started, people were talking on it.
Yes.
Okay. I will go with the a Talon starts speaking on the radio, and I guess she disappears and goes and deals with that. And I will need to submit my sheet then. What level will she be?
Wait,
Let me open up everyone else's character real quick and check their levels and get an average for you.
I know I'm
Arcane
level
is
8, so
4.
if that helps.
Yeah, because you've been playing for a stupid long time. You're level 3.
Broncos just hit level 7.
4 plus 3 plus 7. Doggy is 7 as well, so 7, 7, 3, 4. Misty.
I think Misty's like 6.
6. So 7. 7 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4. Plus 6. Did I miss anyone? Alright, my level is Slender. Okay.
Wait, Slender has a level?
No shit, Sherlock. And that's what level bullet is. Okay.
I mean, if anything, we can...
You'll
keep
be
going.
halfway through level 4.
Halfway through level 4.
Mm-hmm. So, a party can choose if you're level 4 or 5.
I'm fine with 5.
I swing
Good.
either way. I'm good with whatever.
Arvana,
Yeah, go ahead and let him be level.
anybody object to level 5?
No?
Nope.
Okay, you're level 5, Pip.
Wait, I do have one quick question. Does Saxa run off with the pit buck?
Anything attached to her character at the moment, including Bullet Storm, goes with her.
Well,
So effectively what happens is Saxa is trying to figure out her pip buck. It tunes into a radio signal That sounds like her dad calling her, saying her mom is back, and her dad is scared, and her dad is very confused. To which Saxa squawks loudly, and then her dad goes, "Look, I'll pay you. Just come here and explain this shit." And Saxa sighs, and then angrily storms out of the stable and flies off, with Bullet still in tow.
Not the pit buck. She could have at least left it. That was an in-character thing.
Well, the pit buck is attached via our Arcano key, so unless you have an Arcano key to take it off,
It was a pit buck 2000. It could easily be taken off.
No, I checked. All the Fallout Equestria pit bucks are all attached the same way.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. And then I ended up asking. I wasn't sure.
None of them are attached via simple straps. They're all attached via a locking mechanism that requires an Arcano key to open it. And, people are retarded and apparently don't like to bathe very often, or don't like to bathe their arm very often, I should say.
Well, we can quickly check if Radiel here had a pit buck.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's for next time.
Okay. Saxa, Pip, God, which character were you going to go with?
I wasn't expecting it to happen this soon, so I will get back to you by the end of today on that.
Okay. For reference purposes, I'll position the character somewhere in the stable so that you can see said character inside the stable. Also, with that done, that also means that Bombshell's not here. Do any of you have a flashlight? Or
Yeah, that was the deal. We weren't sure if Pip was going to make it, and we were going to be like, well, we're all blind now.
I went and Tennessee has a lantern.
Oh, yeah.
I used what little bit of caps. I'm like, okay, no, a lantern is something that would make sense you would have. So,
Okay, so you have a lantern. Awesome. Emit light. 5x5, I think it is on a lantern. Double check. 4x4. There we go. So now you can see you emit light. So you're not all blind.
Yay!
Yay.
Now, I'm not bothering with the advanced features where I do things like wall off areas so that the light stops. Because I wanted to make this easier and simple for you guys.
Appreciate it.
And also because that literally takes hours. Especially with a map as complicated as this actually is.
Yeah, I saw it before you end up layering black on it. It is massive.
Yeah. And my GM notes have literally every single room noted out with a number. In some cases, the same room is noted out twice because there's one side and then there's the other side.
Quick question.
Sure.
If I play, like I say, I was making an NPC, and I thought this might be a stupid idea that would be fun to play. If I make what basically is a tech priest and is a cyberdog, how many cybernetic bits can I get? Because the cap cost basically makes it impossible to do one from low level.
How many cyborg perks would you have?
How many perks?
Yeah.
I haven't done the perks yet, but my traits I've done.
Because it's effectively 1 part cybernetic per perk.
No, I have the 6 million bit pony perk, or trait that allows me to have all the modules. I'm asking about specific things like prosthetic lungs and heart and things like that.
never had anyone actually ask me that.
Neither have I've only did it once with Adagio, and we tried to just do something that was reasonable. Because when you look at the actual cost parts, they're ridiculous.
Well, they're ridiculous because they're supposed to be virtually impossible to find.
I mean, this character literally makes them. That's going to be her whole shtick.
Um, I'm gonna go with 3.
Tree. Okay.
3 seems like a good number for that.
I'll let you have a look at it as well before I submit it so you can see if they're reasonable or not.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions before I go make tea and pound out the rest of this chapter that's been killing me for almost 2 months?
Would
No.
you
No, I'm good.
would you want us to sit down if we wanted to and just simply just RP this out, just simply sit down, talk and everything?
If you really want to, sure. You guys can sit down and talk as long as you want. Just make sure somebody tells me what all you talked about.
All right, I'll have it on recording.
Okay.
Because there are about to be angry repair horse noises. Because Bronco went outside without a gosh dang armor.
He's adorable, isn't he?
No, I'm wearing. Oh, that was for the but he has put on his SWAT armor again.
He's adorable. Alright, I'm gonna go finish the siege.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'll
Okay then.
Alright. Because I don't mind
So
sitting here and
this-
RPing this out.
Neither do
I
I.
don't mind. So I just plop my character down here then.
Go for it. Well, apparently we're all just taking a nap.
No, I'm just looking at whatever this is. I'm just looking to see whatever they're doing over here.
I mean, we can literally just use this session to just rest up so we can heal ourselves.
Fair enough.
Yeah, a combination of that and talking. I mean, because Arcane's already like half settled into a power nap. Oh wait, no, I forget. Resting is not just simply adventuring. Resting is just sitting down and chilling. I gotta remember that notion in my head.
Yeah, because my right foreleg is at 11. My front left leg is 15, and my back left leg is 16. My back right is 53. My head is 35. And my torso is 29. So yeah, I could use some rest.
Yeah, all of us are in
Sleep is
pretty bad
good.
shape.
Well, I think I'm pretty decent, but a nap hurts.
Yeah, I think we could all stand some rest. I think Panacea isn't that bad, but
Yeah, I'm at 136 of 172.
Panacea gets half a hug.
I see that.
I thought it was adorable. Wait, what was that roll for?
Well, if I was to rest 8 hours, my healing rate is 3. So I was just saying exactly how many hit points I would heal up.
Does it heal limbs and your primary health, or is it your limbs?
I think it heals all limbs as well for resting.
I don't know. I don't remember the resting thing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure your heal rate is for HP and limbs.
All right. How's that calculator? Does it tell you on the sheet?
No, I just typed in /roll 3 times 8.
No, I wasn't sure how you got the 3. That's what I was trying to ask.
Because it's on your course sheet. Just go down and look for a healing rate, and it will say total 3. Well, mine is 3 anyway. I don't know what yours is. It's under secondary statistics.
Yeah, it's your endurance. No, it's 1 plus endurance divided by 3, rounded up.
Yeah, so whatever that number is, that's your healing rate.
Oh, well, it's going to be the same as you then.
Yeah, so yours is 3 as well.
Now for the fun part.
I thought what I did was cute. Unfortunately, I put it as that guy instead of character name, but fuck it, you get it.
Big old nap pile.
We are one group 3 is. We are essentially one big family.
Mhm.
Which is adorable.
And we said that the resting also adds to your regular HP as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, how long are we napping for?
8 hours.
And how much does that give us?
What's your healing rate?
What page is that on?
Core. Under secondary statistics is just below your crit fail.
Is it on the
Roll 20 sheet?
Yeah. Like what bubble is that?
Go to core. Go to the core section. Look for secondary statistics. It should be just below your crit fail.
4. My heal rate is 4. I have good endurance.
Give me a second. Yours is 32.
Oh no, Avarna, you might break Spitfire.
Break somebody? Did I miss something?
No. To really break her, you have to buy one and send it to Fiaura, so Fiaura had one for her when she got here.
Oh my gosh, yes. And so I'm guessing everyone's gonna take a. Oh boy. All I see is the GM pop back up in the bottom left corner. This scares me.
No, Fiaura was never left the roll 20. So.
Oh, I guess someone else popped out of the roll 20 or someone else joined it. Oh, it was actually nickname that popped out.
Yes, because I did the Google.
You accidentally closed it, didn't you?
Shut.
I mean, I guess, do we do endurance rolls to figure out who wakes up first, like normal?
Hmm.
I mean, if anything, we can do it over on our Discord, or even just do it in Fiaura server.
I'm fine with whatever.
No, we can just leave it. I think this is as good a leave it for till next time moment as we are gonna get. So
I mean, either that or we can do character conversations. Mostly because I don't know if I'll be able to make it to next session. I mean, I'll probably be able to record, but I might not make it.
yeah. Well, we can RP character conversations on the Discord as well.
Fair.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I'm suggesting is just because, like, well, we're all here already. Why not?
Also, if we should do any roles, we should do it on our Discord server rather than on Roll20.
Yeah, because Fiora said to not do out of session rolls. Well, okay, except for probably like the healing rate and everything.
Yeah, that's why I rolled the 3 times 8 because I'm resting 8 hours. My healing rate is 3, so I gained 24. So I'm actually pretty good now.
Should I also put
Health-wise.
the roll just that way Fiora knows that I also took the rest as well?
Yeah. Just type in there that's us doing 8 hours of rest.
So you regain 24 hit points.
Yes, to your general HP and then to all your limb zones.
I mean, is your healing rate 3?
Mm, I it should be unless it's modified by something, right?
Oh no, I just realized something.
What's that?
Insanity rules, baby! Resting is half effective.
Yeah, so you only you only got 12 then.
No. All rest actions are 1/4 effective. I get a fourth of the healing.
Give me a second.
I gotta redo everything.
You got 6. I also did it on the calculator on my phone. Yeah, you got 6 HP back.
I'm building a fucking tech priest right now.
Sweet.
Did you bring your toaster?
Hide the frickin' toaster.
I have to remember all of my freaking stats before.
Wait, this would literally be more than 24 hours since I last did a sanity roll, right?
Not sure.
I mean, if we're going to spend a day here doing this, then it will be a full day, right?
I'd say yeah.
Works for me.
Then I would regain 2 sanity points in one night.
Yeah.
Good. I'm now 10 out of 11, so I'm no longer insane.
In the membrane.
Well, I was only a wee bit insane in the membrane. Arcane is like almost off the deep end.
Well, I rolled a 2 for endurance. Midagi rolled a 7 for the they see me rolling. I need to reduce the amount of frickin' dice roll channels I have. I like how it's just like, oh yeah, we're in a stable with who knows what's in it, and hey, let's take a rest. And also, what exactly is a tech priest?
It's a Warhammer 40k reference.
Pretty
He
much.
is the Omnisire.
But gosh dang it, Saxa had to run off with the pit puck. Now we gotta get another one.
A tech
It's the
priest is
Omnisire.
essentially a glorified mechanic, and the priest is rolled into one.
Basically, in a nutshell, they're a dog, but they worked on cybernetic power. So that's their shtick, and have become obsessed with how cybernetics and robotics are now, because the world has ended, going to be the thing that fixes everything. So they're slightly insane. I'm going with the mad scientist type.
Oh, they probably like the fact that I have mechanical arms.
Basically, I'm building a mad scientist type character for the fun of playing a mad scientist.
Well,
They
that'll
just
be
ended
funny.
up turning into a tech priest by complete accident.
This will definitely be amusing because then we'll have the repair pony and the repair diamond dog both just sitting down and chilling and just casually talking about how cybernetics might fix the wasteland.
Oh no, they're convinced that robotics as well, making an actual true AI would also be a good idea.
Yeah, we can put it in the power armor.
So we have a mechanical Frankenstein. Got it.
You have a mad scientist. Like I said, that's the archetype I'm going for.
Hmm.
They've just turned into a tech priest on accident, and it's kind of amusing.
They called me crazy, they did.
Well, I guess Bronco just finds a giant cuddle pile whenever he walks in.
Well, I'm gonna disconnect, so
Okay.
have fun.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Arcane, I did show you the laser scene.
Yeah, I saw it.
So you gotta go.
Hey, you gotta go, nickname?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Bye-bye.
They're all dropping like flies. I just realized that's really funny because I rolled a 2 for endurance. I'm pretty sure Arcane's gonna straight up beat anyone who wakes up before him.
And I'm pretty sure Bronco's gonna be like, if it's not an emergency, don't wake me up.
What about after they both wake up? Because he'll probably end up just sitting there waiting for everyone to wake up.
After the shit that Bronco's gone through, yeah, he's gonna be sleeping until until someone legitimately wakes him up and be like, "Hey, we need to start moving out here." So he's gonna continue to sleep.
I'm almost debating on making a willpower check for Arcane to just not just poke him and go, "Hey, are you all right?" Because he did kind of just take an explosion.
I mean, you could if you want to.
Well, Cruddy passed it. I was genuinely hoping he'd fail so he could wake him up. And then he'd have to give him a mini operation, probably like ask him to walk into a separate room so that way they don't wake up everyone else, and then just proceed to just start yelling like, "Hey, why'd you go out there without any armor?"
You know, I'd been thinking about this, and I already have a pre-made response ready, but I'm not gonna let you. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is until you actually do it.
Do you want me to hand wave the willpower? Because I don't know if I'll be able to make it to next session.
If you don't think you'll
Well-
make the next session, you're fine to do it now. It's probably the best chance to do it.
As I'm saying, yeah, we're already here. Might as well try.
Alrighty. Well, Arcane will end up I'm assuming he'll wake up first. He'll see Bronco's over there. He hasn't seen Bronco in a while. I mean, the last time he saw him, there was a massive explosion. Or, oh wait, actually, no, I know what I can do for the willpower check instead. I can make that him making sure not to just simply just like do something stupid and just shake him, go, "Hey, wake up, wake up." He'll just kind of just walk over and just kind of gently nudge him on the shoulder, just like, "Hey, Bronco, are you awake yet?"
Do you nudge him just once or a couple times?
Maybe a couple. Just simply tapping him once probably wouldn't do it. I mean, usually just tapping someone once isn't gonna wake him up, from my history that I know.
Okay, on the fourth one, he probably wakes up. Goes, what do you want, Arcane? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, sorry. It's kind of been a while since I've seen you, and the last time I saw you, there was that explosion. What even ended up going on out there anyway?
I try to sleep it off. We found that paladin dude that Saxa was talking about. I went and tried and grab his armor. He hit the self-destruct sequence on it, and then we booked it out of there quickly.
Did he have a name?
I can't remember. I'm just going to call him asshole.
In character or out of character?
Both in character and out of character. I don't remember what his
Oh,
name
oh,
was.
it's Crunchy Popcorn. I specifically put him. I have a ponies of interest list specifically for any NPCs that aren't with the party, just in case.
Well, legitimately, I couldn't remember, so I just called him asshole.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
Anyways, you want to talk to me something?
Yeah, I mean, are you all right? I mean, Saxa
Well,
came flying through the window.
yeah, apart from the fact that I got beat up very badly because I did a stupid, and yeah, and almost took a second power armor detonation to the face. Yeah, I kind of did a stupid.
Yeah, I kind of heard from Saxa that you guys apparently survived another one.
Yeah, I've survived one the first time. Not very keen on trying to do that a second time. Do you want to hear about it?
Sure, why not? I got time. I mean, he kind of like nods over quietly over at everyone else. They're still asleep.
Okay, so we'll move over to. You're still on roll 20, aren't you?
Yeah.
You see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
Then move there. Right.
No, we don't need him on the same space. Oh, there he goes. Sorry about the rapid fire pinging. I had his token selected and I held up and he literally just shot up the screen.
And I noticed that. So, the first time we were in an orphanage, and the Steel Rangers came in and started shooting up the place. Now, the fools were ghoulified, but apparently they were considered unclean, so they were literally shooting fools.
He looks.
One of them decided that, yeah, after taking a Gauss rifle to the head and his head just going pop like a balloon, he decided that he was going to run for it. Found himself in a dead end, couldn't break through the wall because it was reinforced concrete. Decided that, you know what, F this, I'm going to self-destruct my armor. I proceeded to go over there and try to convince him to not do that. You can always see where this is going.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
So, it didn't work. It went off in my face. Now, before then, we had a unicorn with us who put up a shield spell between the party and the Steel Ranger. The armor goes off with a boom. I go slamming into the shield. And, yeah, don't ask me how I survived that, but I did.
He'll look at him saying about the foals. So were they sane?
Yeah, they were saying all right, yeah.
And
They were
he'll
also
take a
ghouls
moment to
as
think.
well.
He's like, wait, what's a ghoul? I'm assuming out of character that he probably has not run into one. If he describes what a ghoul looks like, then he'll probably be able to put two and two together about doom and gloom.
Okay, you ever seen or seen like fictional movies about zombies?
He kind of shrugs his shoulders and kind of nods his head a little bit. Yeah.
Well, picture a zombie but fully sentient. That's a ghoul.
He'll look at Bronco with just like this dead stare, like a not joking. What if? Is there anything different if they're like have blue flames on them?
Haven't seen one with blue flames.
He looks out the door, points down the hallway. About 2 doors down, there's a ghoul in there that's burning with balefire.
That's a glowing one. That's basically a ghoul that soaked up a lot of radiation, but hasn't died yet. That's a glowing one.
He'll sit down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Popcorn did that.
he
Or-
can. That one has a buck ton of radiation in it, and it'll secrete it. So when you go near it, you'll take radiation damage, and he can do a radiation burst, which radiates an entire, which radiates a small area.
yeah. The kiddo sneezed. But then he looks at
Yeah,
Bronco.
is he in a cell or anything?
We put them in a separate room for now. He'll shuffle through the saddlebags because, well, it's in the party inventory right now. He pulls out the environmental suit. Well, I think we have this from... Geez, this was from the bank, wasn't it? Feels so long ago.
I think it was, though. It's in no condition to do anything right now.
Yeah, I'll have to try to fix it. He looks at Bronco. That none of us were able to get the kid out of there. I mean, we just rushed out of there. I mean, he'll quietly lie down. He's just like, is that kid my fault? Because
Out of character, which one was that again?
the same one, Doom and Gloom, the ghoul. Because literally the ghoul got ghoulified by the blast from Crunchy Popcorn. Because one of them was too slow to get out of there and pretty much took the entire blast while Shell ended up hiding underneath the desk.
I thought that kid died.
Yeah, we did too. Until Fiaura went, oh, hey, by the way, you hear a voice on the other side of the door saying, hey, let me out.
Did you let it out?
We did, that's how we met Doom and Gloom.
Oh wait, you turned off.
All right, okay. I wasn't there for that session.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So you seen Doom and Gloom?
Yeah, we sat down and talked to Doom and Gloom. Misty even stepped out to the side and she had to step into a separate side room and proceeded to start screaming and ranting.
So then you've seen a girl then. Doom and Gloom is a girl.
He'll give a nod. Yeah,
Let me out of this.
I guess so.
So yeah, that's what a girl looks like.
He'll nod. Oh, okay. But he'll look at Bronco with just like this face. You said they were killing children?
Yeah, but they said the Falls were also ghouls like Doom and Gloom.
But they were still sane.
Yes, they were still sentient. Only problem is when you're a ghoul, you kind of stop aging. So we don't know how long they were actually there for.
Just quietly to himself. Applejack wouldn't have approved of this. Because out of character, he worked as a part-time intern for Ministry of Wartime Technology. So he'd probably know that, well, actually, I'm pretty sure that like almost everyone would know that the Rangers were responsible for it and everything. Or that Ministry of Wartime Technology made the suits and everything. I think this is the bit where Arcane learns that the Steel Rangers aren't as nice, and the knights in shining armor as the war made them to be.
Bronco's gonna lean up against the wall there. He's gonna go to his plasma carbine. He's going to carefully uncouple the capacitor, and he's gonna let you read it. I'm gonna read it to you, okay?
Got it.
But this is what it says. I am sorry to all ponies everywhere. We were meant to protect you, and we failed. We became that which we hated, and instead of peace, we brought the end. I can never undo this. I can never atone for this. My rangers, I give one decree. Help them all.
He'll take that capacitor out, sit there, stare at it, stare at it, stare at it. He's going to sit there and stare at it for a solid minute or two, then just quietly hand it back without saying a word.
He'll then take the capacitor, put it back into his carbine. We became the monsters. I carry this capacitor with me because I wish to atone for that. Even if it kills me, I will do so. To me, this is what it means to be a Steel Ranger, to atone for my past.
Arcane will look at him for a few seconds, then proceed to pull him into a deep. I don't know if I want to see. He pulls him into a bear hug without saying a word.
He'll hug him back.
And just quietly, yeah. They're monsters.
Wow, what a cool VR.
They're doing this.
It seems some of my brothers have forsaken the decree that they were given by our commanding officer. I don't know how many of them have. I don't know if any of them still uphold the decree. I know I am.
Arcane just gives a light chuckle and still maintains the hug. Yeah, you're a good one. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find some more that have not abandoned the creed.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a megaspell go off?
No, all I heard was the booms. I mean, I was inside the factory. I was inside one of the buildings whenever it went off, and then we just got whisked to the bunker.
I was far enough away to see one without getting injured, and all I can tell you that it's the most beautiful thing you can see, but also the most terrifying.
He'll quietly nod. I can see that.
Because it's like a wee orb. It's like from the distance, it was just an orb dropping, and then a bright explosion, and then a mushroom cloud. As it was falling, it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. It was like a miniature sunset, and then you see the cloud. That's what I mean by it was the most beautiful thing and the most destructive thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, I can see that. He'll kind of like look outside the stable door. Yeah, and that gave us the world that we're in now.
Yes, unfortunately.
Why does everything just have to be like this? Couldn't they just talk this out more.
That's the only one that matters.
There had to be something.
The sad thing about war is the continuation of politics, but by other means. When talking fails, you bring out the guns.
Obviously, war
But I
failed.
also have an infantry.
Maybe peace can work out again this time.
Possibly, but we'll never see it in our lifetime. In the future, yes, I can see that happening, but it won't happen in our lifetime.
Well,
What?
guess we're the first.
How did
I guess we might as well set up the groundwork for it.
Yeah, let's plant the seeds and hope it'll grow.
Yeah, find out what went wrong. Find a way to avoid that from happening again. Maybe have contingencies. We'll find a way.
True. Yeah. All we can do is just lay the groundwork and hope everything works out for the best.
I thought you were gonna try to snipe me like after I destroyed it.
There's no way I'm doing this by myself. I mean, I'm just some repair buck who can do computers, and he gives a light chuckle, and who is currently going a little bit insane. There's no way I'm doing this by myself.
That is true, you lovable goof.
This is why
Gives a light chuckle. Yeah, it just
I legit saw that blow.
seems like this world. I don't know. I don't even know how I'm gonna make it through it.
One day at a time, Arcane. One day at a time.
True. He'll pull out the hug, then sit down. Hey, wait. How did you actually get injured so badly from
I hit my shots.
that ranger?
No armor, for one. Like I said, I did the stupid. I went out there without my armor. And apparently he had a good deal of self-defense. Didn't realize those Star Paladins were that fucking strong.
At him saying no armor,
He goes, "Don't spam
he
armor."
just gets this really, really annoyed look.
Also, I couldn't shoot.
And he's just
Bronco
like,
will immediately take his hoof and put it to his mouth. Yes, I know. I did stupid. I paid the price for it. There's no need to lecture me.
he just sits there and stares at Bronco with the hoof shoved in his mouth, or shoved in front of his mouth, either one.
It's up to your mouth, so you can't talk much, but yeah, it's like, I know. I did the stupid. There's no need to tell me. You're not my mom. He'll then take the hoof away.
He'll just let out groan. It's just like, fine. And then he'll point a hoof at Bronco, but no dying on me, deal.
Yeah.
I'll make sure your armor's up and going. I mean, if I lose one of you guys, he'll get like kind of a slightly dark look on his face. I don't know what I'll do.
Don't go there. Don't go there. I've seen too many Rangers go down that path, and trust me, there's no walking back from that. So don't go there. You understand me?
No, go where? He's partially going down that way. He failed willpower by 1.
Down that dark path that your brain is taking you right now. I want you to snap out of it, or I'll slap you.
But what if I screw up and one of you get hurt?
We screw up all the time. It's part of life. All we can do is learn from our mistakes and hope that we never repeat them.
But what if
Getting
I
hurt is the cost of living.
300.
still look at him? He keeps failing these dang willpower checks by 1. He just looks at Bronco, but what if I screw up in a way that what if we screw up in a way that no one can come back from?
And then we have to live with those mistakes.
But
You're so low. Please just.
I don't want to screw up.
That's why you have us with you, to help you.
But what if I screw up and you guys get hurt as a result of it?
Well, it depends on how badly we're hurt, doesn't it? Like I said, stop thinking about it. We're not there yet. There's no point trying to get ourselves down on stuff that hasn't happened yet. When we get there, we'll get there. But until then, stop thinking about it. You're only going to make yourself sick. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a +1 from me trying to talk you out of this.
Yeah, he rolled another 7. Just quietly. I'll take that slap now.
What's bear hoof damage again?
I think it's just your strength. Let me look. I have lock save open. Yeah, it's just 1 time strength.
So 1d10?
Yeah, 1 time strength plus.
You cut it there, so it's 1 time strength plus 1d10.
For the book, it says 1 times strength in parentheses plus. I'm assuming each plus is a damage dice. There's also the punch out rule.
Yes. The plus means like at the d10.
Yeah, that's a d10. Or if you want to, you can do the punch out special rule and you deal stun damage instead of regular damage.
No, I'm gonna half the damage I'm doing, and that's my slap.
The what slap?
I'm doing that, but I'm halving that damage.
Oh, okay.
And that's gonna be the slap. Okay?
Okay.
So you take 6. Don't know why it says 9 for it, because 6 plus 6 is 12. Just consider it 6.
Yeah, because it's 6 plus. Oh, it's probably order of operations, probably.
All right. Well, anyway, you take 6 to the face.
He takes the hit and just quietly.
That was close.
Thanks.
Okay. Now get out of this rut you're in. Okay? Doesn't do anyone any good.
Okay.
So how the fuck did he get that stable door open?
He'll sit down for a moment. You remember that the pit buck and the key that that you and Saxa got off of that Ranger?
By the way, where is Big Burb?
He'll look around and look at the door, then looks around again, and then just quietly to himself, she ran off with a freaking pit buck. Are you kidding me? He'll look at Bronco. I think she left. She probably had something important. Maybe the Talons got back in contact with her. I mean, a stable door opening doesn't exactly go unnoticed.
True, but Saxa did say that if she did get back into contact with her Talon buddies, that she would go off and find where they are. So that's probably what's happened.
Yeah, he shrugs probably. But he looks back out the door again, and then back to Bronco. But she ran off with the pit buck! He's going partial
This is a
wine mode.
stable. We're in a stable. I'm pretty sure we'll find some here.
He's like, yeah. But that one had the codes to get us in. And also, he starts turning a light shade of purple. I think I ended up accidentally coding the pit buck to where it was specifically for Pinky Diane Pie.
Steel Bronco's just gonna look at me with, what the fuck?
Arcane proceeds to start going an even brighter shade of red. Not brighter shade of red, brighter shade of purple. I might have done a perfect octave for octave recreation of Pinky's voice.
So you're telling me that Saxa is walking around with a pit buck that, for all intents and purposes, has the codes for the Ministry, for the Director of the Ministry of Morale?
Potentially. We need to get a second set, or we need to find Saxa.
First, we need to find an Arcano key first. Then we need to go find Saxa to get the pit buck off her.
If anything, we can just transfer the information over to a new one if we can find it. She didn't exactly seem keen on letting me have the pit buck. Even when it was broken, she wouldn't even let me mess with it. He's going partially a bit pouty because, fall at heart, he's got to pout at some point about not getting the pit buck.
Look, all you need to do is just do it again, and then we can have a second one.
He shrugs. True. Also, that you remember that holotape we found downstairs, the one about them wanting the.
Oh yeah, in that office building.
Yeah. It was actually this building. 2 floors down.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. It was the floor below us. Yeah, that was apparently part of the code for getting us in. That and the key card, like, I think it's still stuck in the console.
I was gonna say, please tell me we still have the holotape.
Yeah, the holotape shoved in there. I put the holotape in there. We were gonna go to the hospital. We were gonna go to the hospital to try to find some more medical supplies. He'll look around. I think Misty's looking for them at the moment. I think she said that I was still half asleep whenever she went ahead and went off.
Is anyone with her, or did she just go off on her own?
He'll stop, pause. So I think she went by herself unless Shell went with her. Out of character.
Well, I don't see Shell here, so let's hope she did, because we should not let her go off on her own.
Yeah. He'll look at Bronco. We both know how Misty is about foals. Shell will be fine.
Well, seeing as Shell isn't here, we can only assume that she went with Mr. Lily.
Probably. But I ended up sticking the holotape in there, then the key card thing opened. He's just like trying to remember it. He's like, I think that's whenever the microphone popped out, and then everything else got crazy. It asked me for an authorization code, and I had no idea. And apparently my brain thought, hey, let's do an impression of Pinkie Pie, and apparently it was good enough to convince it to think it was me. And then it asked for the key card, and then asked for a Pitbuck code, and apparently that was it. But then it seemed like it had a custom look to it. Instead of green, it was pink for the colors on the Pitbuck. I don't think that's normal.
Pink is the color of the director of Pinkie Pie of the Ministry of Morale.
He rolls his eyes. I know that. I had part-time training. He'll look at it, but even from what I know about terminals and everything, terminals and Pitbucks, it's always been green, not pink. So either that stable door had some custom software that it injected into the Pitbuck, and when it realized that I was potentially Pinkie Pie, or that Pitbuck itself is special.
Either way, we're probably going to need to get it back. So we're going to need to. So first thing we need to do is find ourselves an Arcane, okay?
Yeah. And then we got to make her a deal, because that's how Griffins work.
Yeah. Although in saying that, this is a stable for the Ministry of Wartime Technology, correct?
Yeah, but it was in a Ministry of Morale. This doesn't seem right.
That's what's really got me thinking here. That's really what's throwing me off here. This is a Ministry of Arcane. This is a Ministry of War. This is an Applejack stable in a Pinkie Pie building.
Yeah, that's confusing for
What in the
sure.
hell were they doing together?
I don't
And that's what he
know.
says. He literally says that. What in the hay were they doing?
He shrugs. I mean, I was an intern part of the time, and
I didn't know being a better player.
got a little bit of training. He'll point at his tail. He'll try to move his tail, but it doesn't work because of the insanity rules. He temporarily has lost the tail trick perk, and he'll look at his tail.
Well, we're going to be resting here for a full day, so you'll automatically gain 2 back.
I think that's still not enough to bump. Oh wait, no, that might be enough to bump him over.
Because we're going to be here for a full day. And that's a
Yeah.
full day without sanity checks, so give yourself 2 back. This entire session is just us RPing and resting for the next session.
Well, goodbye, 4 bonus luck.
But it also means that the decrease to your skills will have decreased as well. So it means
Yeah, I just dropped down my my shamanism and arcane magic as well. He is now at 50%. No, 75.
you're still at 75 sanity? Oh, you're at 75, you're not at 25.
No, I went from 50 to 75. I took the 3-hit sanity. No, it was like, I don't remember how much sanity we took from Slender. No. We took a 3-hit hit from Slender, and then Arcane took an additional 6 from trying to talk to the computer.
Yes.
And that dropped him into the 4 range. He was 1 point off from hitting 25%, and then he is now bumped up to 7. He got an additional 1 for having friends that aren't ponies.
So you're at
He's at 7 out of 13. He has a stupidly high sanity because of intelligence. And items do modify it. So, for example, with Magus has Misty with the Duster and the Kinky or the Armored Socks, and that gives her an additional 2 Charisma, and that bumps up her sanity by 2 points. So, in theory, you could like artificially inflate your sanity to get you back to a sane portion.
So you're at 7 out of 13 now?
Yep.
So you're at 50 then. Because half of 13 is 6.5.
Yeah, I'm not below 6.5. I'm at 7.
Yeah, but it's still technically within the 50% range. It's when you hit 10, that's when you'll get to back up to 75%.
That's what I'm not sure. I don't know if you drop past 75, if that makes me 75. I don't know. I think it's if you drop below the number, you're still, because I'm in the threshold between 75% and 50. So I think I'm at the 75%.
Well, here, So, a quarter of that is 3.25.
Yes, I have I made a sanity sheet, like a sanity cheat sheet for me.
Well, for you specifically, it's 3.25.
Yep, I'm staring at it right now.
Yeah, so half of that is 6.5.
Yes, that's the 50% threshold.
And you're just at, so you're just half.
Yeah, I'm half a point above 50%.
No, it'll be 975. So you're still in the 50% range. When you hit 975 and up, that's when you're in the 75 range. So you're still at 50.
I just posted my sanity thing in general.
Yeah, so you're at 7, so you're still within the 50% range. Is when you hit 975, that's when you're at 75%. So you're still
Oh,
at 50.
oh, okay.
So you're still at 50% right now until you hit 975 and over. Then you're at 75%. Then when you hit 11, that's when you get to 90%. And when you get back up to 13, that's when you're at 4%.
Oh, okay.
So technically you're still at half. But you're not at 50, but you're not at 25 anymore.
Oh, I never crossed. Oh, wait, that. Oh, now I'm getting confused because that means I should have been able to cast spells and bullcrap like that because that gives me a whole nother rule set that I have to play by because
Yeah.
I'm spiritually awakened as long as I'm below 90%. So I'll have to ask you about that one.
Yes. So you're at 50%. So yes, you could. Yeah, you'll need to speak to Fee about that. But you're at 50% right now.
Yeah. But Arcane will look over at Bronco. Um, I'll try to get that armor worked on for you. I know you're probably a little bit excited on getting that back in action.
It would be nice to get some armor on that thing, because as much as I see that as my past, I still like to wear it.
He'll just kind of like cast a look back out the doorway because I'm assuming he left it in the offices. Yeah, it still might be a part of your past, but it can still be an instrument for your future.
It can be a way for me to atone myself. Yes.
He'll look back over at Bronco. Wait, atone for what?
You read the capacitor, yes?
He'll nod.
It's like I said. We were charged with protecting Equestria. We failed. We literally became the monsters that we were fighting against.
He'll kind of have a slightly confused look. And he'll walk over and place a hoof directly onto his chest. No. What did you do? I'm not asking about everyone else. You.
Things that I will never mention. I carry these scars on my soul, and they will stay there until the day I die. I will not mention them.
He'll raise an eyebrow. Are you sure? You promised us that
No.
we could come to you with anything. It's trust is
And
a
you can.
trust is a two-way street, Bronco.
And you can. But there are some things I cannot mention. Because they are top secret.
Top secret to whom? Government's gone already.
I still swore an oath.
Yeah, there's people all around.
Fine.
But I am still upholden to those oaths.
It's obvious. I don't know what I could possibly imagine on what you've done and what you've seen, but seeing usually how sure yourself you are, saying something like that you say this sticks to your soul, must be something really bad.
Like I said, there are things in life that should remain in the past. I will not bring them into the future or into the present. Trust me, these hooves aren't exactly clean. But I will atone for what I have done, in this life or the next.
Okay, we'll sit down, then quietly stare at his own hooves. Yeah, pretty sure mine are clean.
Yours are. You were an intern. You never had to deal with that. Me, Dave's hooves and I've seen enough blood for 5 lifetimes.
What?
Just, I don't know. I mean, Misty's already a little bit broken as she is. Just,
Okay.
how am I supposed to make sure everyone doesn't just go crazy? I mean, I'm going crazy myself.
When the crazy one is trying to keep us sane, you know the entire world's gone crazy. And he says that in a joking manner.
He'll chuckle. I know he's trying to lighten the mood. But after his chuckle, I mean, I'm trying. And I'm honestly trying my best, but I could have made sure you at least went out with the armor. Man, you judging from the fact how rough you seemed whenever you came flying through the window with sacks, and the fact that she had to carry you, it must have been really bad. But it could have maybe lessened the pain a little bit.
If I'd have worn my SWAT armor like I'm wearing now, then yeah, I probably would have survived that a lot better. But like I said, stupid doing stupid.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to make sure you don't do the stupid again.
Me as well.
Because as far as we know of, I mean, it's just us. I mean, we've got the kids. I mean,
Don't throw them yet.
pretty sure that Ranger's still out there somewhere. Then he'll stop for a moment. Jeez, I just remembered. What the heck was with those alicorns?
I don't know, but it doesn't bode well if someone's taken up any kind of. Someone's got to be controlling them.
Maybe they were looking for a key. He'll quietly start looking out the door at where that
If they're
console
looking for
is.
something, then someone's directing them.
Yeah, someone's got to be in control.
I don't know who could be that powerful to control alicorns, but let's try and not meet it. I doubt we'll survive it.
Yeah, I mean, knowing the power that came from the twin sisters, with 3 of them, things probably would get messy. Everything just has to be so confusing, doesn't it?
Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Nothing is ever just black and white.
Yeah, judging from your background, you probably know that much better than I do.
More than you'll know, Arcane. More than you'll know.
He'll look over at the diced power armor or rangers. Yeah, we got to go into that.
Such a waste of power armor.
I know, right? I mean, we could have used it.
Whatever those lasers are, if it's powerful enough to cut through power armor, then yeah, it's. Have they been turned off?
He'll look at Bronco. Maybe? I don't know. I was taking a power nap whenever Saxa was screwing around with the console.
Well, let's hope she was able to turn those off. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short trip.
Yeah. He'll look over at him and just has this look of, wait, crap. I let the freaking racist Griffin use the computer who hates phony technology. He looks at Bronco. I think I did a stupid.
This just seems to be a day of stupids, doesn't it?
Certainly does.
Look, let me get some rest, and I'll take a look, and I'll see what Sax has done. I'm better at hacking anyway than the burb is.
Probably. He'll look at him. I was able to, in like kind of like with a childlike glee, he'll just kind of bounce a little bit. I figured out how to turn on the pitbuck light. He crit on a hacking and matrix check while going insane. And he turned on the light.
Now all we need to do now is just find ourselves another pitbuck. Or 2.
He'll look over at Bronco. Can I maybe have one of them if we find a couple?
If we find a couple, then hopefully some of us, depending on how many we find, yeah, we should be able to find enough for the whole party, hopefully.
He's just over there just like doing a miniature squee with excitement.
Like, I've seen enough of those pitbucks to have a rough grasp of what they can do, but I never actually had one myself.
He gives a light shrug. I haven't been there either. But sometimes.
Also, I kind of Also, also technically, I didn't need one because Power Armor has a heads-up display or like an EFS display, so I could see where any enemies were. The pet bugs usually do that, but the Power Armor suit had an EFS module in them as standard.
Well, of course. I mean, if you've got that sort of advantage, of course you're gonna make sure you put it into the giant, heavy metal suits of kill everything.
Yeah, I kind of miss having that.
Gives a shrug. I haven't really had it before, so it'll be kind of a new experience.
It's kind of a wee bit fun. You'll see so he'll draw like a mental box around his face, right?
Yeah.
So imagine this like a box like that there around your face, and then imagine at the bottom there's like a compass. Okay, that
Okay.
scrolls whenever you move your head, and then imagine little like wee red dots appearing at different segments.
He'll nod. Yeah.
That's what EFS does. It tells you in what direction an enemy is, but it won't tell you whether or not they're above you or below you. It will just say they're in that direction.
That's still useful. Bronco pretty much just has his full attention at this point. He's talking about technology. He has his attention.
Also, Power Armor kind of had like a built-in shortwave radio so we can communicate with the other Steel Rangers around us.
Of course, I mean, that's basic military tactics, ain't it?
Yeah, but looks around. Don't tell any pony else I told you this, but we also kind of shit talk to each other as well.
He'll just kind of give a light eye roll. I promise.
Yeah, we kind of use it to shit talk each other.
He'll think for a minute. Do you think... What if we could hijack... What if we could get into their radio waves? That...
Here, go late drop somewhere.
He gets like an extremely cheeky / devilish grin on his face. We could cause some chaos.
We would need to know the codes. I only have a small amount myself. I don't know all of them.
True. Also, they would be your code. If they can identify you, then they'll know you're in the area.
Exactly. If I was to try and tune in myself, they would know they would have my ID they would know the codes. And because they would know my codes, they'll be able to track me through them.
And we don't want that happening.
No, last thing we need is a bunch of my brothers and sisters who have forsaken their oaths to find us in this stable, and then yeah, chances are they'd probably reclaim this place, turn it into a stronghold, and cleanse it of any undesirables. And he says the words cleanse in hoof marks.
This has just turned into a fun day, hasn't it?
I've seen enough purification protocols to tell you that it's not pretty.
Let me see if he gets freaked out by that.
You remember I told you about the things that I carry on my soul?
He keeps rolling these 7s for willpower over and over, which is a fail by 1. Yeah, his face gets dark. Yeah.
Not only have I seen my fair share of those purification protocols, I've done them myself.
He'll plop down, sit there, just kind of stare at the floor quietly.
I won't go into specifics, but that's the scars. Those are the scars of my soul.
He'll get up, slowly walk over, and pull him into another hug. We'll find a way to heal those scars for you.
Alright.
I'm
Take a call.
I mean, I'm just a repair pony, but yeah, I might fix things, but maybe I can try and help fix ponies.
You may be an intern, but you're still a brother to me.
He'll probably just feel like a slight nod over his shoulder.
I need to
I'll try and make sure none of you guys get hurt. I'm probably not the best at fighting, but
Give me a second here. Give me a second. My willpower is 5.
don't type the willpower bit if you're using sidekick.
Okay.
For
I'm trying to type in for willpower. Yeah, I'm trying to do what you did.
drop the /R. I have both roll 'em and sidekick.
Okay.
Roll 'em lets you declare what the roll is for. You'll probably have to send it into the messages again for the bot to pick it up. Hey, he passes.
I was hoping to fail. I'll like to fail this.
Go for it.
He starts crying. One of the first and probably the last times you'll ever hear him cry.
Arcane will feel it, and he's just like, nope, don't cry, because he starts crying over his shoulder as well. Like the softball he is. Because he crit failed on willpower. He's
Yeah, I see that.
he's doing a heck of a cry. I'll try to make sure you guys don't get hurt. We're just getting a bunch of heartfelt moments out of this, aren't we?
That's why. Well, yeah, we're getting some good RP in, so we are.
Yeah.
Doing a bit of soul searching, soul bonding, stuff like that there.
Yeah. And no one else is gonna know that the two of them are bawling like crazy.
No, after a while he'll stop.
Out of character,
Say,
what?
well, he'll look.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
Oh, I was gonna ask out of character what exactly made him cry.
Just him remembering.
Oh,
After saying that, he'll actually vividly. After him saying that, he'll then have like flashbacks in his head of him doing those things,
oh yeah.
and just the whole sheer insanity of it. That the fact that he nearly died twice. That this is the second time he's nearly died from having power armor explode in his face and having to do and pretty much basically burying his soul to someone. It kind of just got to him.
Yeah. Arcane is living up to the joke of him being the therapist.
And then he'll look you dead in the eyes with a serious face. You tell any other pony about this, and we're gonna have more than words.
He'll put a hoof over his mouth. Don't worry about it.
Good. It's not that I don't want anyone else knowing about this. I'm not comfortable with bringing this out yet. I don't think I ever will.
Do you think you should drop me
You
this
do it
job?
on your own terms. I mean, he'll like look out the door quietly, then look back. Misty's already kind of broken down once. Me and Midagi were there to help make sure she got back out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you this because you're a brother, and therefore I can trust you with this. I don't know if I can say the same for the rest.
He'll cock his head slightly, and he's like, "But I didn't take the oath. I was just an intern."
You still took the oath even as an intern. You swore the oath to uphold the creed of the Brotherhood of Steel. The internship was for you to become a ranger.
He gives a light shrug. Okay.
Before you become a ranger, you become an intern. Then you work your way up to ranger. As an intern, you still would have sworn the oath. It wouldn't have been to the same extent as a ranger, but you would have sworn the oath to uphold the creed of the Brotherhood of Steel. Of the Steel Rangers. Once you had graduated to ranger, you would have gotten a different oath to swear.
He'll give a light shrug. Maybe it got mixed up with everything else. And I interned for Ministry of Wartime Technology, actually. But I guess maybe that oath got mixed up in a little bit of everything else. You try moving somewhere new and trying to keep everything straight.
Well, anyway, you're still considered a brother to me, so I know I can trust you with anything.
He'll nod. Okay. You've already made the offer that if I need to come talk to someone, I could come talk to you. And if you're not around, I can go talk to Misty or Midagi about it. I mean, I trust them too.
That's fair. Also, if you happen to come across any new technology, let me see it first. I know I may not be a Steel Ranger anymore, but I can probably see what it is. given my limited knowledge of it.
He'll nod, and if you're not around, I'll try to do my best to look over it, but I'll do my best to not break it.
That would be helpful, especially if it might be a new weapon for us we can probably use. That being said, we're already, I think, strapped for weapons and stuff. I could definitely use some more ammo, though.
Yeah, ammo would be pretty useful. He just kind of looks through his bags. He's just like, I have a whole bunch of 9mm ammo, and he'll turn around. I'm assuming he probably has made a holster at this point on the inside of his leg for the 357. That's basically the 357 is his holdout weapon. That's like his, oh crud, something big's coming, grab that. He'll look over at his 357. He's like, I've got about maybe 30 rounds for the 357, and I've got the double barrel and the triple barrel that just seems a little bit off. It's a little bit heavy. I have a lot of shotguns. And he can't help, but he just simply chuckles. He's like, wow. Yeah, living up to that stereotype, aren't I?
Yeah, Bronco will then pick up his Gauss carbine and tap it and be like, I still have another 33 rounds for this bad boy.
Yeah, it looks pretty hard hitting. He'll wherever Bronco has his 44 Magnum, he'll look over at that and he's like, that is loud, however.
Oh yeah, this guy here. Oh yeah, this guy has served me well as well. I only have another 30. I only have 33 rounds for that. That's my holdout there. That 44 Magnum.
Yeah. He'll rub his ear slightly because he still has memories from that 44 going off right next to his ear. He rubs his ear. Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah. It's definitely quieter than this Gauss carbine 2mm ECs.
He looks at the 44, then at the Gauss carbine, then points at the Gauss carbine. That's louder than the 44.
No, the 44 is louder than this.
Oh, okay. Because
although it's not that much of a difference comparatively, if you ask me, it's only slightly quieter.
Yeah, because if it was louder, he was gonna probably just be like, "Please don't shoot that next to my ear."
It's only slightly quieter than the 44, but yeah, it uses electromagnets to propel rounds out super fast.
Because railguns are fun.
Yeah, this is like a real gun, but only in a smaller carbine form. Still had this during my days in the war.
Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have your promise written on that capacitor of yours.
Yeah. Actually, you remember when we were at the gingerbread house?
Oh, he wasn't present for that session. That was the one.
Pretty sure you were.
No, that was you and that was you and Nickname, I think.
Oh,
I don't even have that one on record.
All right, my mistake. Must have been someone else then.
No,
okay.
No, it's fine. No, I think it was Dreamcatcher was there.
Yeah, I can't remember who else I was with. I think it was Nickname. Yeah.
I know
because
sure
it might have been Nickname.
No, he got the gloves, and he has a whole little mini story tied to that.
Oh, yes. It was my doggy Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my doggy went to sleep. Well, we all went to sleep one night, but apparently me and my doggy woke up in the North Pole. I don't know how.
He facepalms the drug trip. In character, he is convinced that it is just one really big drug trip.
I didn't take any though, so I don't know how I was brought into it, but apparently both me and my doggy ended up in the North Pole in a gingerbread house where we met the gingerbread man. And how he knows about this is because he pulls out the gingerbread pony leg and shows you it. See?
Confused noises. He's
Puts
absolutely
it back in his
confused.
bag. Puts it back in his saddlebags. Yeah, we ended up there. That's also how we met Misty Lily. Apparently, Misty Lily was also there as well.
I thought Misty Lily was. Well, I
Yeah,
think
we met her in. Yeah, but she was also in our dream in the North Pole. That's how we know her.
he'll shrug. I'm not even going to question it.
Well, anyway, we were each given a Christmas present by one of Santa's reindeers. Don't ask me how either. But my gift was that capacitor. My doggy's gift was the boxing gloves, his golden boxing gloves.
Wait, you got a capacitor?
Yeah. And that was what was, and that is what was engraved on it.
It
From our
was.
Commander in Chief, Thundercharge.
Wait, that was from the commander? I thought that was yours.
It is mine, but it was engraved by our Commander in Chief.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I thought it was you who engraved it. I didn't know that.
That.
He'll nod. Then I see what makes that even more special for you.
Sorry about that there. My mum had just phoned me there because I'm using Discord on my phone here.
It's all good.
So where did I stop?
You were talking about the commander being the one who engraved it.
Yes.
And Arcane got confused,
Yes.
thinking that it was Bronco who engraved it.
No. Before the war ended, when the megaspells fell, we all went back to headquarters. And he told us that the world was ending because obviously he told us the megaspells were falling, the world was going to Tartarus, and then proceeded to hand us all each one of those capacitors. I don't know how, but at some point from then till we went in where I kind of lost mine in the process. I don't know where I lost it, but apparently Santa knew that and gave me it back.
Well, then that's good then.
Yes, but it was engraved by our Commander in Chief. I don't know what happened to him after that. We all left and went to find shelter. I don't know what happened to him.
Hopefully, maybe he's alright. Seeing as he's the one who engraved those. Yeah, he seems like a genuinely good type.
Well, anyway, give me 2 minutes. I'm going downstairs here to get some dinner, and I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, I can go grab lunch for myself.
Okay.
Just give me a few minutes.
I'm back.
Made myself a sandwich.
I'm sent them to a fry.
To be honest, actually, out of everything so far, I think, yeah, this is the most characterization I've heard from Bronco, actually. But also, we've been sitting here for like 2 hours.
But then most of the time we're always around around the rest of the group, and we were always doing things, so we never had time to just sit down and just talk.
Yeah. Wasn't it the last we left off? They were talking about the capacitor, I think, or no, they were talking about hoping the commander was all right because he seemed like a good person or a good pony.
Yeah. You know, before the war started, when you became a Steel Ranger, you swore your oath to uphold Equestria and its virtues, but you did that in front of Applejack. She was one who overswore that oath, who oversaw the oath in question.
He'll look at him. I'm assuming she's probably the one who created the oath.
Yeah, she was obviously when she created the Ministry of Wartime Technology and the Steel Rangers, she created the oath. And when you became a Steel Ranger, you swore the oath to her.
He'll chuckle slightly just because it seemed like the mood was getting a little bit somber. Leave it to the element of honesty to come up with an oath.
If I'm correctly, I think I'm the last one to do that before she had to pass it off to someone else because her time was getting more and more taken away from her. Due to the war, she had to be elsewhere nearly on a constant basis, so she couldn't oversee all the oaths. She had to pass it off to someone else, but I believe I may have been the last one to have done that.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna do.
The war had really taken it out of her. Her mane was graying earlier than it should have.
Well, out of character. This is about to get good. Arcane will continue sitting there. Well, if she was the last one, if you were the last one to swear an oath to her, maybe you can stand in for her.
You really think I can stand in for the element of honesty?
He looks up at him. Maybe. But do you still remember the oath you gave?
Yes, I still can. Out of character, I'll need to write that down, but yes.
Yeah, because with that crit succeed on willpower, this is about to be a moment. You might be able to, maybe down the line, you'll be able to stand in for her, maybe. I mean, maybe we can find someone who can. But what I'm asking is, you'll take a breath, exhale. How about I swear the oath to you? He will quietly pull out his double barrel shotgun and the cutlass of kitchen knives and set that down next to him. That'll, out of character, that'll make sense in a second. And yes, he is asking Bronco because, I mean, Bronco confided in him. Arcane's asking Bronco if he can swear the Ranger's oath to Bronco.
Give me a second while I look this up real quick.
The only reason why I'm doing that is because Bronco confided in him, obviously trusts him. It just seems only fair that Arcane will take a leap of faith and put trust in Bronco.
I'm trying to see if I can find something that's equivalent here. Alright, okay, obviously I'm looking at the Brotherhood of Steel inspired Paladin Oath, but it's called the Oath of Steel. I think that might be appropriate in title. Because, Steel Rangers.
Yeah.
I can't find the actual oath itself. We may have to write that. I may have to write that out. But I can't find the actual thing itself. All right, 1 second here. I think I might have found something here.
I think I found something too. I just dropped it in general.
I found this.
I'm good with either version.
Oh, I needed that. You need to give me access to that Google Docs because I can't see it.
If you just give me a second, I'm taking the voice recorder and I'm going
That's
to do a
pretty much
separate
the same
copy.
thing that I just posted. Yeah, that's pretty much. I think it's the same thing I just posted.
I think it's just a little
It's
bit
almost
different.
the same. Yours is different, but yeah, we'll go with yours.
Okay, I'll change the font on it. Actually, I gave you the ability to edit it, so if you need to change that, you can.
Yeah, we can make it the Ranger Oath instead of the Brotherhood Oath. I'll leave that Brotherhood there because it would be that. There we go.
Boom.
Make sure you also forward this to Fiaura as well.
Alrighty. I'll get it to her later. But Arcane will look at Bronco. You put your trust in me. I'll take a leap of faith and I'll trust you.
Okay. Bronco will stand up and look at you, ask you to do the same.
He will mirror Bronco.
So you'll stand up and look at him.
Yes.
He will then hold out With one hoof, he will hold out the Gauss carbine. Place your right hoof upon the weapon.
He does so.
I.
I.
No. Now repeat after me. I. Your name and identification number.
Arcane Gears. He stops, looks at Bronco. I can't really remember my identification number. I actually, out of character, I didn't know I'd have to give a dang identification number for this. Wait, no. Dang it.
Let me just check my character real quick here. Give me a second. Where's my character?
Well, if anything, if he's doing it as a Steel Ranger,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Roll 6 d10s. With the 10 being a 0. So your identification number is 08775.
All right.
Yep, that's your identification number. So that's just go this again, right? Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Now repeat after me. I. Name and identification number.
Arcane Gears 087752.
Uphold the position of the Steel Rangers as a brother or sister.
Uphold the position in the Steel Rangers as a brother or sister.
My duty is to fulfill my order for the betterment of the future.
My duty is to fulfill my order for the betterment of the future.
I will fight and die with my fellow members with honor.
I will fight and die with my fellow members with honor.
I will forever be a member of the Brotherhood.
I will
in
forever
life
be
and death.
a member of the I will forever be in the Brotherhood in life and in death.
From time on, my placement will be important in times against all foes.
From time on, my placement will be important in times against all foes.
My goal is to collect and save all technology and use it for the betterment of Equestria and to help rebuild the future.
My main goal is to collect and save all technology for our use and to help rebuild Equestria for a better and brighter future.
You have now sworn the oath.
He quietly nods and then says he isn't really quite sure what to do next. He simply just salutes him.
Bronco will then holster his Gauss carbine and salute back. You are now a squire.
He gives a quiet nod.
As a ranger, I have the authority to grant you the rank of squire. I cannot promote you up to knight itself.
He nods.
I'll need a paladin to do that.
He simply nods. And then he will take the double barrel shotgun and the cutlass of kitchen knives, and he will start scratching something into the stock. About 20 to 40 minutes later, he quietly will hold it up for Bronco to see, and it is the entire Ranger Oath in it, with his name and serial number and everything filled in, and underneath it, it says officiated by, and he will hand Bronco the double barrel shotgun as well as the cutlass of kitchen knives.
So did you do that on the left side or the right side?
Let's go with left, because that makes sense, because I think he'd probably be right hoof, so then he would shoulder it. So it'd be on the side that he could read.
Okay, because on the other side, he's going to etch in what's etched onto his capacitor. I will then type this into. I'll copy this and then post this into general here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to etch onto the other side of it. So then you are also under this decree. So make sure you mark that on your double barrel shotgun, okay?
Yeah.
So in the wee box there, in your inventory, right, you'll have your, just put in a title there, just put in an item there for your double barrel shotgun,
Yeah.
the weight and the amount, and then in the box below it, type in left side, this is what's engraved, on right side, this is what's engraved. Also, when you go to core, you should see a box appearance, and below that there, type in your name and type in Steel Ranger Squire and type in serial number and then the numbers after that.
For what?
On your Roll20 sheet, go to core and you should see a box that says appearance and a wee type box below that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, type in your name and then with a little comma and then type in beside that there, Steel Knight Squire, because that's what you are now. Then put another comma and then type in serial number and then type in the digits of your serial number. That way it's there on your Roll20 sheet should you need to go back and see it. That's
Got
also
it.
where I'm keeping my sanity as well.
He will, once Bronco's done engraving it, he'll flip it back around to where it says officiated by, if he didn't already do that.
Yes, he'll etch in his name
All right.
onto that side. He'll just etch into it, Steel Ranger Knight Steel Bronco. Or Steel Bronco, Steel Ranger Knight.
He'll calmly take a breath. Well, I guess that's sorted.
Yes, you're now officially a Ranger.
As I said before, trust is a two-way street.
Maybe one day when I'm comfortable with it, I'll let you know about those purification orders. But right now, I think we've had enough right now of dark thoughts.
Now look, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
It's taken a lot out of me just to even tell you that much.
Arcane sets down the newly engraved shotgun, then pulls Bronco into one extra hug.
He'll hug him back. This time without the crying.
I'll try my best.
It's all anyone can ask.
Just inhales, exhales, and just quietly. Thanks.
It should have happened a long time ago, but I'm glad I was able to do it now.
You got all of us. You're not by yourself. Remember that.
I will. Now, is it just me or is it getting stuffy in here?
He'll look around, confused. What do you mean by getting stuffy? The door's open.
Yeah, but it's a stable. Things get a little stuffy in here. Might need some fresh air. And then proceeds to walk out the stable door and into the building.
Arcane will just kind of watch him as he goes out the door. You'll be fine out there?
Yeah, just stretch my legs, do some exercise while I'm in this building. Can't go outside though because it's still radiation. But there's definitely room in this building that I can do some exercises. You want to join me?
Sure. He'll trot over. I will be honest, I was definitely not expecting today to go as it went.
And people think I don't plan this shit out between sessions.
I know it's just sometimes things that come in the moment are good.
I know, but in between sessions, I'm like, okay, what's my character going to do next, and how is he going to interact next? I also plan shit out.
Also, in the inventory, the double barrel shotgun now has a different name.
Oh, what's the name?
The Ranger's Code.
Oh, the Ranger's Oath.
Oh, yeah, I'll change it to the Ranger's Oath.
With that being said, I think I'm going to change the name on my Gauss carbine. I'll change that to the Final Decree.
Yeah.
And in the text box, I put in parentheses Gauss carbine, so I know what it is.
Yeah, that's what I did. Because I already previously did it, and I originally had the double barrel shotgun put down as the master key from like the joke from like ages ago. Me joking that the double barrel shotgun is the master key. Because Fiaura was like, "Oh, do you have the key?" And I was like, "No, master key is 12 gauge buckshot." But honestly, I think the Ranger's Oath is a bit more of a better name.
It's a lot more appropriate now.
Yeah. But yeah, even if the Oath says that they're life and death, Arcane's going to make sure that death never rolls around. At least not on someone else's terms.
It should always be to our own terms.
Yeah. So what are they just now going to just do a workout in the hallway? I'm going to chuckle now because Kane's basically you're literally taking the nerd archetype and you're trying to get her to do exercise. This is just going to be amusing.
Well, there's a large entryway in front of the door, remember?
Yeah.
I believe there's like a large core area there. We can move all the tables and chairs and do push-ups, sit-ups, and then just like run laps around that square. Just run circles.
Yeah.
Almost the entire length of the building. Like do it like a sort of like an oval shape.
Yeah.
Or more like just run like to nearly every wall. Like just follow the walls around.
Yeah.
And just run that there for about 20 laps.
Yeah, Arcane's gonna be dead by the end of that.
Wait, what's your
What is it? He has 6 strength and 6 endurance. He has 6 endurance.
Roll strength and endurance once. You're breezing through it. As a nat 1 for your endurance, you're breezing through that. Let me do the same. Yep, pass my strength.
Maybe he's just super excited that he did the oath and everything.
Oh, wait a second here. That's a 9 for my endurance. I'll say, given what happened to him, yeah, he's not exactly fully rested. Because as I rolled a 9 and my endurance is 5.
Yeah. Kane's probably just gonna be like nagging at him like, you don't have to do this. You're still recovering.
I want to see what I was capable of. You go ahead. You run another 20. I'm just gonna sit here and relax. I guess I'm not as well as I thought I was.
Just make sure you're alright, okay? Don't tax yourself.
Wasn't trying to. Thought with that 8 hours of rest, I thought I'd be fine, but apparently not. Guess I'm gonna need another 8.
You had the living crap kicked out of you by a star paladin or something, wasn't it? I don't even know. You got the crap kicked out.
Yeah, he was a star paladin. Yeah, he was a star paladin.
Yeah, you kicked the crap out of you, and then you took an explosion. You are not fit. I'm not medic. I'm not Misty, but even I can look at you and say, "Hey, you're not ready for this yet."
Alright, okay. Enough, mother.
He just simply lightly chuckles. Well,
I think I'll do for a while.
how is he doing these laps?
There you go.
Yeah, he'll just end up right next to Bronco and just collapse onto the floor.
Hey, for a technician there, you certainly did better than me.
He gives a light chuckle.
I knew you were meant to be a Steel Ranger.
He gives a small smile. He'll just lie down. He's just like, you mind if I rest here?
Sure, go ahead, rest up.
He'll just take a nap. And if you want, we can make this a stopping point, because I think someone just came over, so I need to see if they're here or not.
Yeah, Bronco will probably rest up there as well and take another 8 hours nap. Out there as
Alrighty.
well.
I will catch you later.
Alright, let me just roll another 3 times 8 here again. Okay, damn it. That's another 24, so let me just go back
Of course, it's 24 again.
I know, I keep forgetting that. So that's... Okay, that's me back up to full HP. That's 77. So I'm 10 point... My torso's 10 HP away from maximum. That's... Okay, and all my limbs are now fully healed. Everywhere is now fully healed except for my torso, which is just 10 HP away. So yeah, I think we can call it here. Bronco's pretty much back up to full health again.